We're looking at Monday, the 8th of January. This is the first full business and markets week in the new year, 2024. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Bosin Mufai. This is your Frontier Opening Bell. The Nigerian market, 2.11% to the upside. Ending of last week, just a shy of 80,000. That would have been a new historical level for the 63-year-old Nigerian exchange. A very roaring 2023, then roared into 2024. Gains each of the day of last week. About 2 trillion naira was added to the total market value of the Nigerian exchange. The BRVM, however, lost 0.36%. Friday, the Egyptian market started its market week in Cairo down by 23 basis points, roughly a quarter of a percent. Then you've got the Nairobi stock market moving gentle baby steps forward in the green territory, about 1/10% Friday, 92.55 on the NSE all-share index. Then you've got the GSE down just about 0.05% at around 74,500 index reading, all-share index on Friday. Those are your market readings for last week. Zimbabwe stock market finished off very nicely as well. But let's just take that down and roll up what's the biggest news we're following over the weekend into Monday in East Africa, with the Uganda's annual inflation closing last year at about 4.6%, while Kenya Eurobonds is about the gross of about 1 trillion mark on the week local currency for 2023. And of course, Kenya's export revenue up about roughly 20% to about 270 billion shillings in the third quarter ended September the 31st of 2023. And Twiga Foods, which is listed on the Nairobi Stock Exchange, says its outgoing CEO, Peter Njonjo, is quitting as the board of directors. Okay, let's check in with West Africa, with Nigeria's news around Dangote Group, EFCC investigating their company around issues of foreign exchange differentiation or preferential that were given to the group of companies during Godwin Emefiele's tenure as the governor of the central bank. That's in the news. The central bank, however, says an additional $61.64 million has been paid in FX forwards to international airlines. Overall, it's been about $2 billion that's been paid so far. The legacy deal FX to be paid is north of $5 to $7 billion. So there's still a whole lot for Nigeria to cough out to these international airlines to clear the backlog of those FX forwards still hanging around the Nigeria's central bank and, of course, the banks as it were. The World Bank came through over the weekend saying that the global growth will slow down to about 2.4% in 2024, while the Dangote refinery got its fifth vessel of crude oil, the fossil fuel, for his productions last week. The sixth vessel of 1 million barrels is expected in the current week. The refinery is set to go on stream, starting with diesel and a few other products. PMS, which you call petrol, will be added later into its portfolio. The EFDB group says it's approved $1 billion in financing to about 40 million farmers across Africa. That's some good news from the DFI based in Cote d'Ivoire, while EcoBank, the Ghana subsidiary, has named Abena Oseipoku as a new managing director and CEO. And we say congratulations to you there as the new CEO of EcoBank Ghana. Wish you all the best here from Frontier Africa Reports. Let's take it off to Southern Africa. Let's take a check-in with a few headlines. Starting this Monday, the Reserve Bank of Malawi is praising the IMF's plan on remittances for the country, while Namibia's federal government is buying about 24% equity in Hyphen Hydrogen Energy. OPEC reported December oil output jumped 70,000 barrels per day before the cutbacks and Angola's exit last month due to wranglings over its quota of 1.1 million barrels per day. News in early today that Saudi Arabia over the weekend gave discount on all its crude exports across regions all over the world, from Asia to Africa, elsewhere, and that pushed oil prices lower from where we were, depressed it further from where we were last week. That is different from the cutback about 2 million barrels per day that we're seeing in the current quarter that was announced late last year by OPEC and his alliance and his allies, which includes Russia, by the way, and of course Saudi Arabia is the head of the table in the manner of speaking. Zimbabwe says it will suspend the move to restrict informal trade and raise country's VAT. Good news for businesses and others in Zimbabwe under President Mnangagwa. Let's move on to East Africa and just touch on a few stories for you, with Egypt reporting net FX reserves of about $35 billion for December last year, while Morocco's growth is expected to slow to 2.4% in the current first quarter, January to March of 2024. The Treasury, however, is investing about 20.75 million dinars in cash surpluses. That's coming from the Bank Al Maghrib, which is the central bank in Morocco, in Casablanca. And of course, you have Libya reporting tax revenue up 37% for 2023 fiscal year. And those are your business, investment, markets, and finance headlines to start your full business week in January. It's the 8th day of the month. How time flies. We'll see you again. Bye for now.